Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Estia Province, blue team. Fritz is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee alongside some Imperial Guard. First up, Rambo is a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers, can add to these guys throughout the game, giving him more abilities, very strong defense and support. And rounding off the blue team, Bum9 is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, begins with a refractor shield, fights in melee combat. Red team, we got some chaos. First up, Faffywaffle with a plague champion that starts off in ranged combat with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but it's pretty slow. This is the Death Guard elite scheme. We've got Murray, blessed of Khorne, as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. Night Lord's elite scheme. And rounding off the Reds is arturs.cerkass with a Kommando Nob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Sluggers getting messed up early on. Looks like they're going to be okay. Lord General replaces the stormtrooper he lost. Lots of DACA on the Sentinel, but now all the repairs come in, and I'm not sure if they're going to have enough to do anything here. The Orks. Lord General goes in to tie up the Commando. Meanwhile, west side, Plague Champions took the bunker. Got some CSM, we got some Heretics, more CSM on the way, which means they should be able to push through against Fritz here, but it's most likely not going to get double tax. Meanwhile, east side, Murray, blessed of Khorne, is trying to get his hands on some guards when the Heretics have done so. There's a Doom Blast suppressing those guys. Las guns do see them off though. Commissar meanwhile tying up the CSM, and Murray is seen off. Could get onto the power now in the mid. Imperial Guard trying to push through against the Orks. Sluggers are back out, but they're going to take so much las gun fire here, just out in the open, nothing else to support them. Yeah, it's just a waste of Orks there. Scouts even helping out from Fritz with shotguns up, getting a sergeant too. And here we see Faffywaffle able to push through. The scouts aren't even here. Aspiring champion Heretics up too. There's no chance for Fritz to hold this. VP is going to turn red. Probably the wreck point as well. I don't think they're going to go onto the power. Maybe. They're moving up still. East side. Power bash from the Imperial Guard. And attritions on the way for Rambo. Still no other units up for Fritz. They spent a bunch of power upgrading their scouts. And they capped the mid, I think, and helped out a bit. But didn't defend the west side, did they, the scouts? Heretics get the cap. Faffywaffle did not go onto the power. Wants to try and sustain themselves on that west side. No war gear yet. Oh, we have some stick bombs. Was bad news for those guardsmen. I think he just used it there. Those attritions are up. We have the mastercrafted bolter and a power sword. Here are the attritions. Very versatile infantry. Take a reasonable amount of micro though to use all their abilities well. I did not cap this. There we go. Heretics are on it. Little bit static there. Faffy could have gone maybe mid and taken some shots at some guardsmen, but it's not like they push through onto the power. They might push through now though. It's tough, right? You don't want to be idle, but you also don't want to overextend and have to be retreating your whole army off. Decent grenade, and here come the Imperial Guard 2v1 against Faffywaffle, but they are doubling the eastern side, I believe. Yes, they are. Dropped one CSM model. What about the Heretics? Heretics only dropped two. Wasn't too bad for Faffy, but now the power's going to get hit. So these guys need to try and hit this power. Looks like the Imperial Guard can defend. They have a heavy bolter up. Maybe the Chaos Lord can get through onto it with some worship. If it doesn't set up in time, but it is setting up. And these default Heretics are trying to get into melee. There's a Doom Blast. They made it. But now we have the heavy bolter. Suppressing the CSM. Sneaky Commando though. There's nothing here to spot him. Heretics actually getting into melee with the heavy bolter. Not sure if they're going to escape though. It's a miracle. They got away 2 hit points. Amazing. Commando helps to take down the Sentinel too. Good push there by the red team. Blue team also got a pretty good push. Took a generator and a node. Raptors up now for Faffywaffle though. That's going to be a big problem for Fritz. It's tough to shotgun something when it jumps on you. And also the heretics are going to come in. We do have the mastercrafted bolter. Might want to think about getting bionics up as well. Leveling up is the commando. Has the better combat kit. Oh, just wiped out the heavy bolter fellas there. Probably with some stick bombs, if I had to guess. He seems very pleased as he runs off. And a power bash by the red team. So that worked out decently well for red. They didn't lose all of their power, and they did destroy all of this power. Basically, the node is still up. Wiped out heavy weapons squad as well. Doesn't look like Faffywaffle lost anything of note. A single CSM there dropped. I don't think they realise how little Fritz has on the field. They could easily go and get that VP right now. Tier 2 for Fritz, going for a quick tech up. But not as quick as Arturs and Murray. Murray's almost tier 2 already. We got Eternal War on the double CSM of Murray. This Commissar's in a bit of trouble. Throws up the shield as long as they can. But not sure if they're going to get away. Nope. The twin-linked bolter of the Chaos Lord was enough to take him down. Level 2 Chaos Lord hit. Can they get in for a kill a week? Splitting and shooting is the way to do it for the guardsmen. Doing a decent job. These guys need to turn and shoot now. There he is. Shoot him. He does get away. Oh, is that a turret up from the Techmarine? It is. It's a weird one. Quite easily flanked, but if they try and face head on, it's going to do a good job, obviously. Some buffs here. That's from Melter Guns. Fight harder. Lowers the cooldown of the ranged weapons, I think. Like a reverse suppression. Power bashing the eastern edge. Lord Commissar, I'm not sure if you're going to get a revive over there, buddy. Meanwhile, Commando pushes through the mid and gets a decap. Bum9 with some Ogrins on the way. Plague Champion has got in behind the turret, trying to take it down with that Plague Bolter. Slow going, but can get it done eventually. Shotgun Scouts doing some work. Look at this. Messed up those shooter boys. I always say how well shooter boys do against scouts, but these are completely unupgraded, those guys. And with their sergeant and grenades and stuff and shotguns, they were able to do some work. Plasma guns up for the guardsmen of Rambo. What about Bum9? We got plasma guns on one of them. Ogrins are up. Bloodletter's teleporting in from Murray. And here are the Ogrins. Heavy melee weapons and super heavy infantry armor. Trying to pile on through. Those Ripper guns do a decent job as well. Look at that. Taking out a CSM model. Getting on the others. And the heretics do not want to mess with that. Bloodletters should do a decent job. But they will need support. Can they get the turret down? They can. Turret falls. Commando helping out there. Tying up the Techmarine now. And did not get the bionics. Does have a dreadnought on the way. Not sure if that quite came out quickly enough, because it's a dreadnought that's not going to have a lot of support here. Power bashing though is Rambo. Pretty quick going with double plasma gun guardsmen and those melter guns. Sentinel's also got a missile launcher. Thankfully for these guardsmen, it doesn't do friendly fire. Here come a bunch of completely unupgraded orcs. Quite rare to see. Sluggers and double shooters with no upgrades whatsoever in tier 2. Sentinel might go down here. It's a decent stomp though. Needs to get moving. Uh-oh. Down to 17 hit points. Shotgun blast by the Catechins. Sentinel needs to keep moving. Lord General not tying these guys up, but they are getting wrecked by the melters. Shooters escape barely. Meanwhile, west side is red. Here comes that dreadnought. Starts off as a melee walker, but it's going for the assault cannon here. And Havoc's in response from Faffywaffle, going for the Mark of Zinch las cannon. And another Havoc squad, maybe Mark of Zinch and then Mark of Khorne. Catechins get away. Is Murray going to flank over here? Chaos Doll is level 3 with lightning claws up. And armor of the Inferno. Lord General does get away. They saved the complete power bash. This Dreadnought is so far forward here. Tank busters and a las cannon now having a go. Is it going to get away? Fritz coming in to support. At least trying to. There's the master-crafted bolter doing its thing on the tank busters, suppressing them with the high-powered shot. Double CSM trying to get into melee. Commando's also there. Tank busters are kind of being tied up. Yeah, look at these tactical marines going in with their sergeant. Tank busters are going to wipe. Down they go. We do have plasma devs moving way too far forward. Malignant blindness going off there from Murray, which lowers the vision range and weapon range of units, I think. Maybe it's just vision. Uh-oh, heretics got whacked by Ogryns. Got some CSM with their aspiring champion getting stuck into the Lord Commissar. He's doing well though with his power sword, but is it well enough? He's quite low here. Gonna go down. Ogryns have dropped a model, but still willing to fight. Bloodletter's having to warp shift out. Means that they take no damage, but they also can't cap. Ogryn here doing a little shimmy and runs away. Bring your tank busters down here again. Those tank busters are dead, Mr. Faffywaffle. Oh, we got some more tank busters on the way. We did see more Havocs, and we did see the Mark of Khorne. It's a fearsome backline. Those Havocs and those double CSM. They don't have marks, right? No. Level 3 Bastion for Bum9 might see a Lehman Russ soon. Rambo's already there. Doesn't quite have the red to drop one. Tier 3 also for Arturs. More tax dropped in by Fritz. And a heavy turret this here. Ouch. Assault cannon hurting some heretics. They do get away with just the aspiring champion. Good jump by the Raptors. Oh boy, but they jumped into big trouble. Big trouble. And down they go, just as I say it was a good jump. Did they take out the Devastators? Oh no, they reinforced off the drop pod. Well, easy come, easy go for the Raptors, eh? Plague Sword and Mucus Discharge for the Plague Champion. There's a Noxious Cloud's a pretty good one, I think. Fritz has spotted it though. Down goes the Dreadnought. Was way too far forward. Keep your Dreadnought behind the VP unless it's a melee one. Uh-oh. Heresy from that plasma cannon messed up those tactical marines. Knocked them over inside the Noxious Cloud. That was pretty unlucky for Fritz. And then a whole bunch of stick bombs. Fritz, yeah, had a rough time there. Plasma cannon friendly fire and then a bunch of stick bombs on your face. Havocs did get away, so did the CSM. Still no mark for those guys. Surprised we saw the Plague Sword. I assume they'd wait for the Plague Fist. Maybe we'll see that as well. Nob squad on the way for Arturs. Murray goes tier 3. Fritz needs some support, big time. Unless the two guard players just push mid really hard and try and get both the naturals. Which is something you can do on this map. 406302. Some level 2 tax. Still no Signum or Bionics for the Techmarine. I guess the Raptors being down means that Bionics isn't super needed. But the Nob squad is up. Good help against those guys. Turret is still here. This thing did some work against those Raptors, that's for sure. Taking las cannon shots now, though. It does have vehicle armor. Plague Champion getting in on some tactical marines. That power melee Plague Sword, but then gets wrecked by ranged fire. Are they going to get away? 7 hit points. Looks like Nurgle is with them this day, and he does get out of there. Nob squad going to finish the cap before they get into some fighting. Red team, kind of half-hearted push on the power there. Having second thoughts. Let the galaxy burn. It's a decent one. They weren't knocked over because of the armor, I think. Yeah, because of incoming. think that was a sentinel going down. The blood letters, sorry, barely get away there. 3 hit points I think they had, maybe even less. Ogren's getting stuck in. I love that one-handed overhead smash that they do, their special attack. Rocket run on the Nobs also caught the Ogrins. It's a decent rocket run, but Nobs had their frenzy up for the second part of it, I think. Level 7 Kommando. Baneblade on the way. Fritz down to just tactical marines, is going tier 3, but this could be a rough start to tier 3 at least. And red team might not realize how depleted Fritz is. They're going for a power bash. Oh, the sentinel's still alive for Rambo Damas. It's still here. 349 to 302. I thought I heard a vehicle explode over here. Must have misheard something. We have commissars and sergeants now for those guards on up to 12 models, reinforcing 3 at a time. We haven't seen a chimera though. Stick bombs are mostly dodged. Red team, oh, they didn't cap over here. So quite a lot of anti-vehicle. Well, there's tank buses, las cannon and auto cannon. So the Bane Blade's going to need to be careful. Down goes the heavy turret. Tank buster barrage was kind of wasted there. Right, we want to be careful with your Bane Blade, Rambo. There's that demolisher cannon. Oh no, it wasn't. That was Emperor's Wrath. There's the demolisher cannon. Doesn't quite finish off the Plague Champion. Level 2. Blue team get on the VP now. 349 to 302. Really expected red team to cap it there. Baneblade starts strong, but there is a Nob squad up. And lots of other scary anti-vehicles. Going to need to be so careful. There are 4 guardsmen squads around to repair it. You've got some Kashyyykin now. They've gone for plasma. Maybe grenade launchers would have been better to disrupt the Nobs. But at least the plasma guns are going to do a lot of damage to them. There's another Nob squad on the way for Arturs. Shooter boy trying to cap. It's not going to work out well for you fellas. And they don't get away. Massive surprise. Frees up some upkeep and population for Arturs for more Nobs and flash kits and things. Terminator squad on the way with a cyclone missile launcher for Fritz. Level 2 Ogrins. What is this? Some heretics doing some capping. Commando getting wrecked. What is he suppressed by? Oh, probably high powered shot, eh? So here come the Chaos back to the west side. Can they get on the VP though? Do we see? No, we don't see a Plague Fist yet. Down goes the Commissar. Just going to try and edge his way forward, I think, here, Faffywaffle. What's the thing to do? Well, here's the Plague Champion. Not edging forward at all. Almost went down. Heals himself just in time. Nob squad now. Is there enough here to stop them? They get suppressed. Rocks flies in though. And gets all this stuff to retreat if nothing else. Didn't do a lot of damage, but did get a bunch of stuff out of it. Heretics found their way into some trouble on the western edge. Lascan is trying to get shots on some infantry. It's not working out. 349 to 245. Look at this though. Is that the Commando? No, it's a Chaos Lord getting a decap on the power and bashing on that side. Blue team pretty focused on the contested VP right now. Some Chaos Terminators from Faffywaffle. Taking huge amounts of damage. I think they have the teleport though. Here's the teleport. Tank Buster Barrage for some disruption. Bane Blade is too far forward. Get that thing back. Nob squad coming in on rear armor. Take the hit. Look what the Terminators did when they saw the Nob squad. They got the hell out of there. Bane Blade is so slow. Nobs are taking some damage, but is it enough damage? And here comes some Chaos support. Tank Busters as well. Commando's also got his rocket launcher. I think the Bane Blade will survive this time. Oh, maybe not. Las Cannon Chaos Predator coming in. That's a Basilisk Flare from the Lord Commissar. It's a well-placed one. Messing up the range of the tank, forcing it to get close. Can they take it out? Maybe. Showing its rear armor, down it goes. That was the Sentinel missile launcher, I think. This Sentinel's been pretty awesome for Rambo. 322 to 238. Blue team hold on to that 2-to-1 cap. And his Ogrin is getting a decap. Look at this. Level 3? Oh, it's still level 2. Tank busters. More tank busters for Arturs. I think that's at least 3 squads he's had. Chaos Terminators. No sign of an autocannon yet. Do they have the resources for it? They have the resources for it. Faffy must have their eyes on something else. They don't have a lot of population though. I'd say get that Plague Fist up with Armor of Pestilence. Bunker on the way from Rambo. Probably a repair bunker. There's a turret back here too to help support the Baneblade. 322 to 188. Chaos Predator number 2 on the way for Murray. Red team have to get their natural back. They're working on it. Bloodletters scaring some guardsmen off. They've got a bash though. Here are the Ogrins. And we do see the Bionic Eye for Inspired Determination. Emperor's Wrath would have absolutely wrecked those CSM if they didn't move. Chaos Lord getting messed up by plasma guns and Ogrins, but does get away using Kill the Weak. Sneaky Commando might get a good stick bomb throw. He could just go for the natural VP of blue team. I think that's what they should do. Throw your stick bombs and leave. There we go. Boom. Killed only 3. There's that tank. Lord Commissar has the Fist of Brockus now. That can help you get caps and stuff. And Nurgle Shrine up for Faffywaffle. Hasn't pushed against the VP yet, but his 2 knobs in support. 2 knob squads, I should say. And now the Pestilent, the Plague Fist is up. Oh. And down goes the Plague Champion. Was that a high-powered shot to take him out? I think it was. Chaos Terminator is trying to cap. And it's double knob squad on the Baneblade. Can it survive? Can it survive? We've seen hundreds of Baneblades fall to the assault of knob squads. There's also a Commando and tank busters here. I think the knob squads are going to be dealt with, but there's still big threats here to the Baneblade. Need to get this Commando out of here now. Down goes the Baneblade. Not even this turret could save it. They are going to kill the Commando at least. Almost killed the knob squad as well. Look at this. These guys are level 3. Loyalist Terminators get into the backlines of Chaos with their Power Fists. Uh-oh. All of a sudden, Lightning Claws to deal with. Power Melee with a splash damage. Really painful for all infantry. 313 to 107. What is this? Pushing through the mid, are you fellas? Giving it a go. Kashyyykin are still here. Pumping out a lot of damage to the Chaos Lord. Hits level 5 after a decent Elite Galaxy burn. But just gets shot to pieces. Might not even get away. Goes down there. Manticore strike, is that? It is. We have a Manticore for Bum9. There it is. Have to manually target these rockets, but they can do massive amounts of damage. Ogrins getting chopped down. Are they going to get away here? I think so. That was the CSM using Slaughter and drawing their melee weapons. Faffywaffle getting doubled. I think they said they were getting tripled, but I believe the other guardsman player was mid. Look at this though, Murray pushing through. Fritz has tons of resources. What are they waiting for? They can afford anything right now. Oh, Imperial Abyss from Murray killed the Techmarine. Maybe it killed some of Rambo's stuff as well. I see some guardsmen dead here. Well, they might be Kashyyykin actually. Executioner Lehman Russ trying to avoid the wrath of the knobs. Venerable Dreadnought dropped in by Fritz. Can help against the knobs, but tank busters and stuff are going to be a big threat to it, of course. Here we go. It's a unique dreadnought to the Techmarine. 1750 hit points at level 1. Now trying to fight a Nob squad. Needs support to do that, I think. Frenzy was wasted quite well by Fritz using the Emperor's Fist. Got some support from Terminators now. What is this guy doing? Charging towards the las cannon. There's a global repair. Blessing of the Omnisci going off. He's having some fun, that's for sure, this Venerable Dreadnought. Getting the Dark Age of technology, that is so risky to spend on this. Might just go down immediately. Yeah, it's going to go down. Wasted 50 power on that upgrade. It was crazy to charge it in like that. 241 to 87. Nob squad are now going to get a cap, maybe. Ogryns have their eyes on them. I don't think the Commissar, no, the Commissar's down. So we're not going to see Inspired Determination Ogryns, which are terrifying. Nob squad didn't get the cap. We do have some Marco Zint CSM though. Manticore Strike scares off that little blob of CSM. What was that? Was that a crack grenade on the Nobs? I don't think that's going to work, fellas. Lightning Claws, Chaos Terminators coming back out of base. Lord General is level 9. Just revived the Lord Commissar, I think. Level 9 Lord General. Does have the medical sergeant, you see him there. He can hand out medical packs. And he's going for the VP, the Lord General. Where is Murray's stuff? Chaos Lords on the western side. 2 tanks also on the west side. Another Baneblade here for Rambo. And a Lehman Russ for Bum9. Predator tank for Fritz. That Venerable Dreadnought didn't do so hot. And the Techmarine's way up there. I don't think he's going to get revived. Got a decap at least. Might not be able to finish it though. Yeah, needs to get out of there, fella. Lost the Stormtrooper. But there's more of those guys. Oh! Lost his entire retinue. Does have the sniper rifle up. Had melter guns earlier. Did a lot of good power bashes with it. Here's a Baneblade. Second one we've seen. Lightning Claw Terminators get away without a model loss, I think. It's a 2-to-1 for red. They are pretty low on VPs though. 239 to 59. Uh-oh. Commando's got themselves into all sorts of trouble. They just wanted to throw their burner bomb. And that's what you get. So push here. Trying to flank. Or get onto the power. Either way, Manticore sees them away. Level 6 Chaos Lord. Predator tanks pushing the Baneblade now. But we do have a Loyalist Predator tank to back it up. With a las cannon in. They have backed away. Let the Galaxy burn. Lord Commissar smacking up some CSM here. Takes them out. 212 to 59. Big engagement. Ogryns cannot stand against Lightning Claw Terminators, let alone 2 Nob squads in there as well. So good Emperor's Wrath. I think Frenzy was up though. Imperial Abyss from Murray again. Mainly dodge, but that tank was forced to go forward. Down goes the Sentinel as well. Really good push by the red team. And they defend their contested VP over there. Baneblade survived. Those heavy bolters helping to suppress alongside this turret. Don't think the turret's going to last super long. Suppresses the CSM but goes down. Do get one of those Chaos Predators. Terminators now need to be careful. I think they teleported in to get that kill. Baneblade trying to push forward a bit to save him, I think. But eats a big tank buster barrage and now a las cannon shot. Baneblade might have just killed itself, saving those Terminators there. Yeah, down it goes. Blue team reeling, but Murray is also down to just 2 units. One of them is just heretics as well. Default heretics at that. Looted tank on the way for Arturs. And a Land Raider Phobos on the way for Murray. Here's another Baneblade, this time from Bum9. Got a triple guardsman also for Rambo to help repair it. These guys need a heal. Techmarine's back on his feet. Does have bionics now. Might help knock some nobs around and prevent them from killing something. Nurgle's Shrine doing a good job with those heals and reinforcement. Blue team got a decap though. What was that? It was some Kashyyykin. Those guys do have the faster capping trait. I think they need their sergeant for it though. Looted tank is up with reinforced plating. Has that really useful disruptive big boom shot thing. And it needs the plating to use it these days. Doesn't tell you in this tooltip. Baneblade versus looted tank though is not a fair fight for the Ork. Looks like it's going to survive for now. Chaos Lord almost level 8. What about that Plague Champion? Oh, he's down. Was trying to get Armor of Pestilence up. Kommando Nob also down over there. There's a Noxious Cloud. That could be nasty. Terminator's trying to get in and mix it up. They're taking a bunch of plasma gun damage though. Noxious Cloud scaring off a bunch of guards when there's no infield reinforcement for them either. 1-to-1 cap here. Blue team getting on the VP though. What is the Techmarine doing? Oh, he's got his melee loadout going. Really? Some strange choices from Fritz in this game. I thought for sure we'd see Plasma Gun and Signum or something. Rocket Run doing a good job protecting the Baneblade who It lives. It lives. 2-to-1 for blue as well. Some Chaos Terminator trying to get a decap and they get it. Do they have their teleport though? Oh no, do they not have their teleport? They might get chased down here. Nurgle's not going to be pleased. Also, they're not going to be chased. Last cannon runs away. Oh, Terminator dropped another model that's going to be so expensive to reinforce. Does have a lot of resources though, Faffy. Whoa, almost got blocked by the tank. Does get away though. Dawn of Pathing. 138 to 42. They're going to take the shrine out. Remember the Phobos now pushing against the Baneblade. Baneblade pushed up really far again. Now it's in kind of a bad spot. If it tries to drive away, it's going to take rear arm hits from the Phobos. 1-to-1 cap. What is this? It's a Nob squad capping. Taking so much damage though. They're going to go and take that VP back and maybe push through the mid. Level 6 Techmarine, level 10 Lord the General here. Level 5 Commissar, Plague Champions level 2 and down. Kommando Nob level 9 and down. Chaos Lord also level 9. Can the Baneblade survive another onslaught? Nob squad dealt with. There's still another one though. It's getting onto some tactical marines here. Fritz took way too long to get him away, but I think they're going to be fine. Techmarine trying to do some work, but Frenzy is up. Baneblade is going to fall. It's just too far up again. It should be back here. It should be back here. Oops. It should be back here and it should be moving as soon as it sees a Nob squad. Terminators with their power fist trying to get a kill on the Phobos. They must have already fired off their missile launcher. I don't think they can chase there safely. That tank is so low and look at it showing its rear armor. Red team on the natural now. This is actually Faffywaffle come across with some Marco Zinc CSM tearing through some guardsmen. Touch of Nurgle on Chaos Terminators. That's going to be a nasty explosion for those guys. Just keeping them in there so that they explode, I think. Wow. That was a little bit unlucky for Faffywaffle. They took ages to drop a model. Actually, didn't drop one until they teleported. Down goes this Chaos Predator. Plague Champion's back to his feet. Uses Pestilent Strike and then leaves. This Chaos Predator is barely alive. Still showing rear armor. 52 to 33. Red team with a double cap here. These Havocs have been forgotten about. Are they going to get away? They are not going to get away. Chaos Terminators did get away though, one model. Double CSM also escaped. Plague Champion hanging out on the VP. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Fritz. Might be a bit too late. Down to 28 VPs. Not sure if they have time. There's the powerful sweep. Bunch of plasma guns now. Tons of damage on the knobs all of a sudden. Level 4 guardsman trying to have a look at the VP there, but that was just too much DACA. Chaos Lord level 10 is going to be shot down by plasma guns galore. And a rocket run here. Almost took out the Phobos. Almost. What is that? Is that the Plague Champion in there somewhere? It is. Plague Champion goes down. Didn't quite have the levels to stay in there very long. The Phobos lives. And double Nob squad are now here. But there's something. It's Kassakin getting on the VP. 5 VPs for the blue team. Maybe the Land Raider will get on the field. They've got a single cap now. Techmarine going toe-to-toe with the Nob squad for the Emperor. But it's going to go down. Level 8. Did really well. Another Venerable Dreadnought called in. Awesome stuff. Phobos is so low. Still a single cap. What was that? That was the Emperor's Wrath. Boom. Holy crap, there's a lot of damage on his knobs. Having to flee now. Phobos is still around. Is the Dreadnought going after it? The Dreadnought's going after it. He's charging after it. Trying to get the Dark Age of Technology again. The Land Raider Redeemer is up. I don't think you should be chasing here, big fella. It's a lot of damage every shot. Blessing of the Omniscience is going. Global repair. We have a Lehman Rush. We have another Baneblade. And there's the Land Raider Redeemer. Trying to tank some knobs. 1-to-1 cap. 5-to-9. This guy's still chasing. Can it get the Phobos? It does. It gets the Phobos. Amazing stuff. Techmarine's back up. Level 9. This guy leveled up like crazy at the end. 2-to-1 cap for blue team. 5-to-9. 5-to-6. Is this going to be enough? Have they got this? No, it stops at 1 VP. 5-to-1. And a rocket run there. That's a nasty rocket run. Can blue team get back onto this VP here? Tactical Marines are reinforcing off the Land Raider. And now they're capping with their fast capping triple. Here comes a bunch of knobs. And red team are decapping here. Faffywaffle sending the Chaos Terminators. Murray has no units. Crazy, crazy ending. There's a Lehman Russ at level 2. These Tactical Marines are still capping though. But red team have the single and they get it. Red team get it. Because of this decap here by Faffywaffle. You do not get closer than that. What a crazy ending. This Venerable Dreadnought just destroyed a turret for no reason. Level 9 Techmarine. Level 10 Lord General. We had a level 9 Lord Commissar. Level 4 Plague Champion. Level 9 Commando. And a level 10 Chaos Lord. Threw everything they had at this. And they got it done. What an awesome game. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.